First time I met Suge Knight was at a restaurant in LA called Palm Restaurant. And I was sitting there eating, nice meal, and all of a sudden these huge guys, looked like a football team, showed up. You know, it was very intimidating to see these guys. They were bigger than my bodyguards, you know, and a bunch of them. And they pretty much grabbed my bodyguard and pulled him out and sat down next to me right there and started talking to me. How you doing?
Uninvited?
Totally uninvited. I didn't even know him.
See him again?
Sure did. Saw him again a few months later. He did the same thing, just kind of showed up to me, said hi, and then left. And still thinking, well, wow, this guy knows where I'm at all times. How does he know where I'm at? You know? What's going on here?
Knight told us, before he knew we had talked with Van Winkle, that it was all very friendly.
He agreed to everything. It wasn't a problem. And
wait, he agreed to everything?
I mean, you know, he said the guy wrote the song, and he didn't have a problem with it. He said,
that's not what he says at all.
I had my bodyguards who had guns, and they had their people which had guns, and they had us outpowered and outnumbered.
Talking publicly about it for the first time, Van Winkle describes a terrifying night in his suite at a Beverly Hills hotel when he says Suge Knight showed up with 6 other men.
Roughed one of my bodyguards up. They roughed everybody else and my whole entourage up. Suge took me out on the balcony, started talking to me personally.
On the balcony?
On the balcony.
High above?
Like 15 floors. He had me look over the edge, show me how high I was up there.
Were you scared?
I needed to wear a diaper on that day. I was very scared.
On the balcony, Van Winkle says Suge Knight told him to sign over points from the song to a man named Mario Lavelle Johnson.
Who is Mario Lavelle Johnson? His name is listed.
That's the guy that Suge Knight brought over there that was an acquaintance of mine that had nothing to do with that song.
You signed over the rights?
I signed over the rights to him so that Suge and them could get paid for it.
So Mario Lavelle Johnson didn't write that song?
No way.
How much were those points worth?
About $4 million, $3 million, anywhere between there. $3 to $4 million.
And you just signed them?
I signed them. And walked away alive.
He says you had a number of men there with guns. You then took him out to the balcony, he says. And you said you're going to sign over the rights. Did you do that?
No, it did not.
It never happened?
Never happened.
You didn't take him out to the balcony?
How did that sound to you?
It sounds like what occurs in other police reports involving you. Again and again, there's a pattern, Mr. Knight, where you do that.
That's not true.
But in our primetime investigation, we found one court case after another in which Knight has pleaded guilty to criminal charges involving vicious assaults, beatings, a pistol whipping, and on and on.